I don't think enough people are saying this.
These are just our ideas.
Maybe we should all be a little bit more self-aware and a little bit less delusional.
What do we know?
What the fuck could we possibly know?
Yeah.
I feel like I got extra hype because I was really in rare form in that one episode. What was that, like 2-3 weeks ago?
When you were like just over it. Over
Yes.
shit. Yeah. That's literally like the only episode like you had like that.
I was like, man, fuck him.
Yeah. You was not with the shits that week.
And fuck him still, but like not as aggressive this time.
Yeah.
I felt like I toned it down.
Yeah, that was, I don't know what was going on that week. I think it was a hard week that week.
I think you said it was retrograde.
Yeah. We still in retrograde, so.
Oh, hell.
Yeah. Well, at the time of this recording.
Woo, 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 woo,
It was like 3 of them back to back.
we fight it off.
I've been fighting for my life, too.
And we live to, you win some, you lose some. But you live to fight another day. Listen, what are you watching?
So I've been watching this show called Surface on Apple TV.
Oh, my God.
You heard of it?
No, but I'm not watching shit else up there.
Would you cancel it?
It's like a bunch of mysteries. I can't cancel it. My grandma's watching Severance.
They do be like weird shows. Like, I feel like with Apple, you have to get recommendations. Like, you can't just...
It's a bunch of mysteries.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of like weird shit. But this show is about this lady. I'm still like fresh into it, but it's about this lady who I think jumped off a boat, or maybe she got pushed off. I'm starting to think she got pushed off, but they're going with the narrative that she jumped off at this point. And she can't remember anything about her life before, like what led up to that moment of her, like what made her want to jump off a boat. And like basically they were trying to say she was trying to kill herself. But she she didn't remember like what made her want to do something like that, or if she really wanted to do something like that. I think her husband
We're suspicious of
or her boyfriend.
partner.
Yeah, the partner. I think they both had some weird shit going on. Like it is like a mystery or like a suspense type show.
It's just constant mysteries with that network. I don't know.
Except for Loot. Have you ever seen Loot?
I'm not watching nothing else up there.
It's funny though. I think if you do watch anything else up there, you should watch Loot. It has what's her name in there?
Who?
Maya, what's her name? Maya Rudolph. Yeah.
Minnie Riperton, baby.
Yeah. It's good. And they got what's her name in there too? The what was MJ from Pose? Did you ever watch Pose?
Michaela J? That one?
Yeah.
You ever see someone walk up on her and do that to her in the movie theater?
No.
She's like in the movie theater, and the guy just walks up and goes, "Deliver!" And she's like, "You know what? No, you didn't."
No, for real.
And she started packing her shit up like, "Let me get the fuck out."
I know as a celebrity, like, they probably have people coming up saying random ass lines to them all the time. And they probably be like, what the fuck?
What the fuck is even that?
But yeah, aside from that, I've been watching White Lotus. That's on Max. And y'all know what White Lotus is. White Lotus is for nosy people.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I'm nosy, but...
If you're a nosy person, I think you would like that show. But it's also not like a fast-moving show.
And I hate that shit.
You really got to pay attention because if you on your phone, like, you might miss something.
That's how it was with Severance. I had to keep rewinding because I would get in the phone and get distracted and be tore up.
Yeah.
But now that Severance is done, I've started Paradise.
Okay.
I'm bored.
You are?
I can't get back into it.
See, and that's...
I turned it off one day, and I don't know if I'm going to turn it back on. I did also start watching this show called Big Boys. I believe it's on Hulu. It's a British thing. I like British things. It's a comedy. It's so far so good.
I feel like I've heard of that.
It's like 2 non-traditional college students. So like one's 25, the other one deferred a year because his dad passed away, and he's gay, and they're like unlikely buddies. It's good.
Sounds good.
It is so far.
Some British shows are good. Like that, the show Surface is like a British show, but it has like black characters.
Are they paying you?
No.
Tell the truth. They sent you a different email?
I wish they did. Did you ever watch that show?
Fucking Rashida Jones.
No, never mind, because I can't think of the show name. But it was like black people living in the UK.
Top Boy?
Not Top Boy. It's recent. It recently came out, and it's a book. It was called...
I've seen it.
That show was good. I think you would like that show. That's on Hulu.
I can't afford to like any more shows. They cancel all the shows I like, so.
They do cancel all the shows.
They cancel every single show
They don't
I like,
even
so.
care if niggas like them or not. They just...
They really don't care if niggas specifically like them or not.
Yeah,
that's the kicker.
Yeah.
They don't give a fuck if we like them. They don't give a fuck if millions of us watch them.
Right. If there's one white person and be like, then it's clip.
Over. Done for.
It's just fucked up. Cause I'm still salty about rap shit. I'm never letting it go. I'm sorry.
I'm not an Earl and the actress Shauna. Mm-hmm. They got married.
For real?
Yeah.
Like in real life?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Earl off the market, baby.
That's crazy.
Love that for them.
Congrats to them.
They're so good. Like, they're so cute together. And I remember when Lord AK came on the show, I was like, he kind of looks like Earl Sweatshirt. All the time she go with Earl Sweatshirt, the real one. He
look like that other actress that, I thought he looked like Skilla Baby.
I don't know if I know what Skilla Baby looks like.
Yeah, he kind of
up there.
him.
And I get him confused with Skilly Bang.
Yeah, that was definitely auntie something auntie would.
Those names are really close.
But valid.
Isn't that Skilly Bang?
I don't even know.
It sounds just like that.
I've definitely heard the name. I couldn't tell you the music.
It's got reggae influence, I think. And he's on that, they ain't never had a pretty girl from Joburg. She won't get her name said by me, but I'm here for the blacks. Anyways.
I like Tyler's music.
Whatever. Anyways. I have honorable mention.
Who is he?
Guess who I have? It's something that I've been worried about for an extended period of time.
How extended?
A really long time. Like, I'll sleep easier.
I don't know. I feel like I should know it. But
the 2 astronauts that have been stuck in space for over 9 months have landed back on Earth. Won't he do it? Woo! I thought they was going to leave them motherfuckers up there.
I thought they was going to be up there forever.
Oh, my God. I'm so glad that they back. Now, someone said that they're only getting paid $5 a day for the extension.
What? I mean, they was up there a lot of days, but that's not enough.
It's not enough.
I'm going to need at least 500 a day. Like, what?
So they were up there 286 days. Their mission that was planned was 8 days. The pair splashed down off the coast of Tallahassee at 5:58 p.m. on March 18th, alongside fellow astronauts Nick Hogg and Alexander Gorbanov, following a smooth 19-hour ride. So they're not at the International Space Station. They're here on Earth with us. Welcome back. You've been keeping a lot of people up. I honestly feel like a lot of people that were worried half to death about this were black. I did see a lot of black people and I'm not forgetting they got them motherfuckers stuck up there. I got some questions. And then remember Gail was going to go and we're like, Gail, what?
She was like, I'm scared. I don't think it ever happened, did it?
I don't know if it was supposed to happen. I had heard that Gail got up out of there.
Oh, I'm glad she did because I think something happened with the shit. And I was like, I hope Gail ain't go.
I mean, did Katy Perry go? Did anybody go?
I didn't hear nobody dying, so I guess everybody good.
Everybody good, everybody ain't go. So that's our honorable mention. Welcome back, Sonny, and welcome back, Butch.
Welcome back, y'all. I know y'all glad to be back, but I would be pissed about that $5 a day.
I got a bad relationship with space because I went to Framingham.
I would be pissed for sure.
Also, Framingham State put up a thing of we love our women who went to Framingham. And I commented, why am I not in a single one of these pictures?
Right, like what? What'd they say?
I'm waiting for them to get back to me. But I won't rest. I won't. Because what the fuck is this? Why am I not in here?
Right. Like, anybody, it should be you.
Yeah. I would never make them Hotep of the Week, but if I had a choice.
Damn. Well, I do have Hotep of the Week. And I'm trying to find a damn clip, but I can't find it. But Jess Hilarious is Hotep of the Week. Because I don't like how she be acting towards Lauren.
I don't listen to that on the regs. I'm gonna be honest.
I don't
but
either.
I didn't hear great things.
I don't listen to it on the regular either. But when I do listen, I hear that Lauren is on her shit. She's asking the right questions. She's asking questions people want to know. And she's an actual journalist.
Heavy on the actual journalist.
Yeah, and I'm not trying to necessarily take anything away from Jess, like what she brings to the show. I guess like she's supposed to be like the comedic relief. But I feel like a lot of times she just comes off as like a hater.
Yeah.
And I also don't necessarily think that she's wrong for how she feels.
Yeah.
About, you know, how they've been handling things with the host or whatever. But I do feel like she was wrong for how she went about it. Getting online and
cutting a fool, yeah.
Yeah, cutting a fool. Like, that don't have nothing to do with us. You negotiated a contract. That's between you and them. And if they're playing with you, then, I mean, I'm sure there's legal ways to go about things. But to just get on the internet and be talking about Lauren, like Lauren did something to you. Lauren didn't do nothing. She did her job. She's doing what she's getting paid to do. Like,
I do feel like they tried to gaslight her, like, don't believe the internet. And she was like, meaning Jess was like, no, this is how I feel. Like, the internet may feel this way, but I also feel this way. But I don't think Lauren did that.
Yeah, I don't think Lauren did that either. And I think Lauren really has been trying not to step on her toes.
Yeah.
And giving her, you know, her space, her lane to do her thing. I just don't feel like I just didn't like the way Jess handled it with Lauren. And I might be biased because I like
don't like Jess.
Yeah, I like Lauren. So, I mean, it just is what it is. But I do think that Felicia Rashad went up there.
Weren't those gray braids gorgeous?
Yes. I'm like, she looks so beautiful. Amazing. But she's always been beautiful. But yeah, I think she got them together in a classy way. Very, very much so. Like, y'all need to leave the shit that go on in the house stays in the house. You know what I'm saying? Not take your business to the street. And y'all need to really be on the same page. Because even if the company is like trying to put them against each other, then they need to work that out and like realize like what's actually happening.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it for Hotep.
I like that she got them together, cut this shit out.
Yeah.
Like, that's so cute.
I think they recently just took a picture together.
Felicia, we gonna forgive you, but please don't do no weird shit again.
Yeah, don't. She ain't did no weird shit since then.
Yeah,
though.
since then.
So
just keep that on the hush, the low ski, as Vintage Lee would say.
Keep that boomer shit under wraps.
Tuck that in. Debbie ain't gave us no problem, girl. Debbie don't bother us
at all.
Love that for her. Well, next we have lyrics and lessons, where we give a lyric and you get a lesson. I would ask you, do you have any guesses? But you're not going to guess this one. I have sense. The Big Shot sent me a very passive-aggressive TikTok. Very rude, very nasty.
Was it? I was weak when I
where
saw
it was
shit.
like, what did it say? Like when someone's trying to force you to guess or something?
Yeah.
And the girl was like, no, you have to guess. What's wrong with a little guess? Like, it's okay if you're wrong. That's what makes it a guess.
No, but sometimes I do be right, though.
You do. And that's what I'm saying. You should guess.
Yeah.
But this time, I wouldn't lead you astray or send you on like a dummy mission. So my lyric is, next to me at all times, ready to kick a rhyme. That will keep me out of financial bind. That's why when it comes to fans, I'm never mean. Kids on St. James, between Gates and Green. Always say hello, because I'm a modest fellow. Never try to play superstar. That's hollow, because if these kids don't go buy our records, we'll be has-beens. And plus naked. So we owe them. So pull out your pen. Sign an autograph. You might make a new friend. And that is from Treat 'Em Right by Chubb Rock.
I would have never got that.
Do you know the song then?
No.
It's like, treat me right, treat me good, treat me right. You would know it if you heard it.
Is it like a
Yeah, it's like real old.
Okay.
But what I got from that is having a large ego and thinking that you're better than others only closes you off from valuable and potential relationships. Most of my greatest friendships ever seemed mixed match. But I always learn so much from those relationships. And it's always fun when it's like a duo that makes no sense. Yeah. Like, you know, when you're in one of those friendships and it's always a hoot, I feel.
Yeah.
Like, I love it.
I think it's dope.
Because people are like, what?
Right, like how?
Who cares? This my friend.
Yeah. Those be the best relationships, though. Friendships.
Because they tell you something and you be like, what?
Right.
I love it, though.
Like this moment right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I'm like, what? Never heard of it.
Treat me right.
Now my phone froze
Treat
up.
me good. I blame Steve Jobs from the grave. Whoever Steve left in charge.
Like, literally. Like,
Is
what?
it another Jobs?
He
Was
needs-
that his given name?
I think so.
Like he was born Steve Jobs. What a strange name.
It is. Names in general are strange, I feel like.
I'm thinking about it now, like Sabrina Carpenter. Like, that's a profession. Nobody's named like Sabrina Landlord.
Wait, there might be.
That's fair.
Like, it'd be random ass last names. Like, how the fuck did y'all come up with this?
I know. Some of them are good, though. I can't think of one right now, but I know there's certain last names. I'm like, oh, yeah. Like King. I like that last name. What's another good last name? I don't know.
I think it's subjective.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just think names in general are weird. Everybody in the world has a name. That just fascinates me.
I mean, you don't have to get one. I have a cousin who was home for a couple days.
But you have to get one eventually.
Yeah. I think she was like a couple days old.
I wonder how that even works. Like
they're looking at her. She's in the house. She's looking at them.
yeah, no name.
And they're like,
This baby.
we got to do something.
That's funny.
Or even like Kylie and Travis. They changed their son's name. Remember they named a wolf and they were like, it's not sticking to him. And then they went back and named him Air.
Oh, wow.
Like Aire. Which I like because it works better with Stormy.
Yeah. Wolf is crazy.
And like Nike.
The name?
Like his name's Air.
Like Nike Air. But you know, rich people can do shit like that.
Yeah, the poor people getting a hold of it too.
Yeah.
It's a lot of
I was
cash
about to
that's
say,
going around.
it is starting to trickle down now. But yeah.
It all started with Apple.
It's cool to get away from the cadence. There's so many cadence. I remember like a few years ago, everybody was naming their kid Caden. Like,
Yeah, Caden used to be like strictly for biracial people. Now it's like it's trickling out.
yeah. Well, my lyric is actually a retraction from something that it's a retraction on my end. We talked about this song before on the show, and we decided that it was appropriation, and it's the song by the girl SAILORR.
Yes.
Pookie's Requiem. And I just have to retract. I like the song. Like, I don't remember if I said I liked it before. I think I said it was catchy or something. But I've been listening to it. So my lyric is from that song.
So what are you retracting?
That I feel like I'm retracting because I remember the point being like, is it detrimental to our community? And I guess I'm not really necessarily retracting. I guess I'm putting a disclaimer out there. I like the song, so I've been listening to it. I don't know if that's good or bad or what, but the remix with Summer Walker got me because I wasn't listening to it. But when I listened to the Summer Walker version, at first I was like, but the more I listen to it, the more I like it. And I'm not going to hold y'all. So the lyric is, I got me a real snotty nose from fucking with these real snotty hoes.
That's the worst fucking
And I've accepted that that's how life goes. 1 minute you're on top.
Walk off the set.
You're being rude. 1 minute you're on top, and the next you're stepping into dog shit in your brand new Fazos.
And your what?
Brand new Fazos. Anyway, the lesson behind it is, for me, some months ago, I actually did step in some dog shit. And I had on some brand new Timbs. And I decided to throw them away. And I had a few people ask me, like, why didn't you just clean them? And my attitude about it was, fuck it. You know, like, why am I going to clean off some dog shit off of some Timbs? And I just feel like, so the lesson here is that some shit, pun not intended, just is not worth cleaning up. You know, I feel like some things you just got to get rid of and get you some new shit. You know, I feel like some things are not worth the hassle and the hassle of dealing with things that you don't have to deal with. And that's my lyric and lesson.
That message was beautiful.
Somebody out there feel me.
Somebody out there feel you. You know, not one black person wrote that song. A bunch of non-black people sat around and wrote, I got a real snotty nose from fucking with these snotty O's.
I mean, they didn't. That's not really nothing.
They say G Fazos?
Not G Fazos, just Fazos.
Just Fazos, that's what they say?
That's what it says.
I know that's the lyric.
That's the lyric.
I asked, is that what they say?
Who is they?
The white people in Sailor who wrote it.
I don't know what they say. That's not my business. My business is...
It's our business. We the coon detectives. You can like what you want, and then they put some Walker ass on there like that was supposed to throw us off the coon trail.
It kind of threw me off, I guess. I guess I fell for it. But again, the takeaway here is get rid of that shit. Buy you some new shit. Next.
I blocked her.
You really?
She's blocked from my account.
But somebody told me like she has other music and like it's actually pretty good.
Yeah, I got into an argument with a girl on Instagram over the new music.
Oh yeah, I think you did mention that when we talked about it.
And the girl told me, shut up. You grew up speaking Spanish.
I'm weak.
I said, what? She's like, Belizeans speak Spanish. And I'm like, what is the national language of Belize? It's English. And then she was just like, well, y'all had to learn English like everybody else, so she can't. It was something like, the title of the song, all I commented was, did she grow up using this phrase? Why I go to the girl page, Asian.
The girl, Sailor?
No, the girl who was insulting me. His dog will holler. She owns a braiding salon.
I'm weak.
And she used this hashtags, Asian women's lives matter and little booties matter too.
What?
In one post.
Little booties matter is crazy.
That's what that lady's empowering. And you know what? When she leaves us for dead, I'm not going to notice because when she posts Malone y'all ass, I won't know because I have her blocked. I tried not interested. I really did.
I'm weak.
Press and hold not interested song. Press and hold not interested creator.
I never like see her on like social media, but
I did a breakdown.
What?
How she acted before.
I'm weak.
And how she talked before. And how she was like an EDM DJ. And how she went by Sailor Goon before.
Yeah, I think you mentioned that.
I'm going to slander her every chance I get.
Well, I mean, that's well within your right. I don't blame you. I'm just here to say I like the song. And I'm going to be real about it.
I can't have a problem with you, but I do have a problem with her.
I mean, I get it. I really do.
Well, I'm disappointed. But this is our topic of the week. Let me stay focused. And I would like to start it off with a little video of a celebrity who is black. I played it twice so you could hear Omarion tell a crowd, a local crowd, to get the fuck up.
Yeah, I have thoughts.
Okay, maybe we should start with the thoughts.
He would have had me fucked up. But you know, there's the reason why I wasn't at that concert.
I would have took both my shoes off and threw them.
Because I already think y'all niggas is washed. So if I'm there sitting down, it's because I want to sit down. You're not going to make me.
First of all, I'm washed. Why the fuck am I standing up at 10 p.m.
Exactly.
for posting?
Everybody at that concert was washed.
Washed.
Yeah. You know your audience. You knew what the fuck was going on when you got there. These is people here for the this was the Millennium Tour, right?
Yes.
So these people's already here for the nostalgia, the throwbacks.
And why don't Bow Wow and Omarion do a set together?
Was Bow Wow there?
Yeah, he's the act before Omarion.
Oh.
Because I want, hey, baby, you say you want to be my girl. You scared? Come on.
Maybe you should have been there.
Come on. You scared? Jump off, jump off, jump off, jump off.
I didn't like that song.
Bow Wow watches our clips. Don't do that.
Hey. And Omarion be pissing me off anyway.
Omarion pisses me off. I said I would. I think we should start throwing cans of soda at these artists. I do. So that got me thinking about basically, are celebrities entitled? Because there's a lot of conversation around celebrities and fans and the entitlement they feel from the fans, which I think is a crazy thing to be discussing in culture right now. But first I wanted to start with, do you think celebrity culture is dying?
Yeah.
Okay. So according to U News Online, which it says for the students by the students, but I don't know which this university is, It can't be Framingham State, even though they didn't put me in their slideshow of women. People could not get enough of celebrity news and scandals until suddenly they had much bigger problems on their minds. The recession. In 2008, the Great Recession hit, and the people were more concerned with keeping their homes than reading gossip magazines. Celebrity culture came to a halt, but by the early 20s, there was a new fascination: social media. The mass introduction of social media irrevocably changed how the public viewed celebrities. With superstars able to post any picture they wanted, fans were allowed to see a new look into their lives, effectively demystifying the allure of the 2000s icon. Celebrities became just like us, posting exactly how any average 20-something would with their friends. Since 2020, the celebrity obsession has started to dwindle. In March that year, COVID-19 hit, illuminating the vast differences in the lives of celebrities and the public. The majority of Americans were worried about keeping their jobs, paying rent, and providing for their families. When celebrities tried to comfort fans by offering advice and unfortunately covering John Lennon's Imagine, it felt like a slap in the face. As they posted these videos from the comfort of their mansions with millions of dollars to fall back on, the American public was in chaos. Their efforts to relate to the struggle of the average American only made it more obvious how out of touch most celebrities are. Fans started criticizing celebrities left and right for their controversial opinions, involvement in sex trafficking scandals, and loss of reality. Americans realized they were facing a multitude of crises: rising cost of living, extreme weather, and a polarized and dangerous political climate. So who has the time to worry about what celebrities are doing? So do you feel like celebrities feel like their culture is dying, especially with like the influencer space rising? Do you think they can tell, I guess is the question.
Yeah, I think they can tell.
Really?
Yeah, because I think, like you said, with the whole social media thing, celebrities get online and there's people in their comments talking to them like shit. There's people in there like, you know what I'm saying? Some shit you wouldn't actually say to somebody, but you got people in your comments talking to you like dog shit and like you don't mean shit. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like as a celebrity, like celebrities didn't used to have to really deal with that. I feel like and we talked about this before, them getting on social media brought them down to our level. Because how else were you gonna, for one, promote your stuff? You know, you want everybody to see, you know, your work and stuff like that, but that also gave them access to you. And like anybody else, like I can go to your page, I can go to Beyonce's page. Now, I might not get a response from Beyonce, but I can still say it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I feel like, yeah, they can tell. Like, these people just think I'm regular. Yeah, you are regular. Yeah.
Do you think that celebrities anticipated like the class awakening?
No, I think celebrities thought they were just going to come and shit on everybody on social media. And I think that they thought, which it was, I mean, they did for a while until the things they were doing became more accessible to regular people. Especially like before, you might have to go get a magazine to like find out some shit. And even the magazine was like you said, tabloids. Nobody was really believing tabloids for real. But when you look at social media and it's somebody's camera phone in your face, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know it's real. I feel like, I just feel like social media was the downfall of celebrity culture.
As a whole, you don't think some of it remains?
Yes, for super iconic people. And I feel like you have to curate that like Beyonce did, because she was more accessible like back then. Yeah. But now you can't touch her. Now you can't say, I mean, you can say stuff in her comments and stuff, but
it ain't gonna be no meet and greet. I tell you that.
Like you can't do certain things. I feel like you have to be more, if you want to protect your celebrity status, you have to be more discreet and you have to be less accessible.
So let's talk about your girl for a second, Summer Walker. Do you remember when she first came out and she was like, I'm not doing meet and
Let's
greets
be clear,
anymore?
she's not my girl. I just love her music, but we already talked about this before too. Like I think she a little off in the head.
Yeah.
But I do remember her.
I think she's incredibly talented.
Yes. Yeah.
Bad takes though. Remember, she stopped doing the meet and greets and she said that she didn't want people bringing bad energy around her.
I do remember that.
And do you remember the public's response?
The public criticized her, ridiculed her for that.
Do you remember why?
Well, because they was basically saying, like, you're a celebrity. Like, this is your job. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But also, if someone pays for a ticket to your show in a meet and greet,
yeah,
it's kind of rude to call them bad energy.
Yeah.
Because you accepted my fucking money.
Yeah, my energy wasn't bad when you was taking my money for these tickets.
And flexing on fucking Instagram. So I do think that people are getting to a certain degree of fed up with celebrities. What I did not expect was that the celebrities are getting fed up.
With the people?
With the people.
Well, you know, one celebrity that comes to mind is JT. She be so fed up with people. She be cussing out people that don't even deserve to be cussed out.
Do you remember when someone got on Twitter and called Mama D the GOAT, and she was like, and you're the cow that keeps on giving? And they're like, that's a compliment. She's like, I'm so sorry, I'm old. That's not what JT's doing. She cussing people slam the fuck out. No, for real. Someone said Lizzo be in people's comments crazy too.
Lizzo's starting to act weird, but you know.
Oh no.
We're going to let this play out before I speak on that.
Yeah, let's let it play out for a little. Because I do think we might be heading down that road. But they're fed up with the people. They're fed up with the whole, like, I have to stop and take a picture with you. They're fed up with, you know, people think my boyfriend's not shit, and they're in my comments talking about break up with them.
Right.
They're fucking sick of us.
Yeah.
So, according to Dazed Magazine, or Dazed Digital, sorry, moving from offline into the real world, one of the biggest ways fan entitlement plays out is through the people demanding photographs and videos when they encounter celebrities. It doesn't matter how much you sincerely admire someone, they can still become a prop for your own content creation and a means of generating attention for yourself. Earlier this year, for example, Baboni chucked a fan's phone away after she approached him and started recording him without his permission. Incidents like this seem to be happening with growing frequency, which goes some way towards explaining the antagonism between fans and celebrities. It's still there, but to some extent, we've moved away from the paparazzi culture. In a way, fans have become the paparazzi, the people who sometimes in their hundreds will be pushing mobile screens at celebrities' faces when they're out in public, says Dr. Longstaff. If fans become a source of surveillance and intrusion, it's easy to understand why celebrities would grow to resent them. Technological innovations is, to some degree, the force most responsible for reshaping fan behavior. Fans are going to do what they've always done, but with added tools and incentives. But if things really have gotten worse in the past few years, there are large factors at play. Since the pandemic, people are socializing less, spending more time on the internet, becoming lonelier and more atomized. It doesn't seem like a coincidence that people are investing more heavily in the lives of others at the same time that their own lives are growing smaller. Since the pandemic, most of us are still dealing with this uncanny sense of how human life has shifted and changed. And I think that that had a big effect on how we engage with celebrities. As Ewens, E-W-E-N-S, sees it, fan entitlement is partially based on a sense of resentment, and one which is not entirely unfounded. Historically, fans have felt entitled to celebrities because they've been aware that the artist is a product. They give love, dedication, money, and time to the artist, and they expect something in return. That's the Faustian bargain that celebrities have to make, she says. And I have here the definition of Faustian bargain. If you don't know what it means, it's a deal or agreement where someone trades something of great moral or spiritual value, like their soul, for worldly or material benefits, often with disastrous or self-defeating consequences. But in recent years, people have become more aware than entitled to celebrities because they've been aware that the artist is the product. So, yikes. Every fandom is an economic relationship. This creates a more powerful sense that you are owed something from celebrities. Social media plays a big part in that because we see so much of celebrities' lives. We're following them, watching their content, and paying the very little money we have towards funding them. The socio-political climate at the moment supports the feeling behind that entitlement, and I'm absolutely convinced it's going to get worse, Ewan says. We've got two back-to-back generations which are financially insecure and politically ignored. Broke young people are sitting on the internet all day and having a bad time and worrying about their future, and then seeing celebrities show off their glamorous and successful lives. That sense of antagonism is only going to grow. So here's my thing. You didn't know that the fans came with the and I'm not talking about dangerous fans, right? but you didn't expect with wanting to be famous that you might walk in somewhere and someone might scream or ask you for a picture.
Right. Like, I feel like you should be expecting that. That comes with the territory.
And there's been a lot of stuff recently, especially with Chappell Roan and other folks, basically saying that celebrities deserve to have boundaries. And they do. But some of these, to me, border entitlement. Because, again, what did you expect?
That's why I feel like you said, fans view the celebrity as a product. You're here to appease us, whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
That's your job. So if you feeling like, oh, I don't want to take pictures or I don't want to engage, like, you need to find another job. You need to find something to do that's not gonna like require that, because that's the culture that it is. Like, and I feel like, just going back to Beyonce, when I went to her concert, I was in there like, she's performing for me. Like, I mean, and obviously everybody wants to see Beyonce because it's Beyonce, but like, she does her job. She knows what she's there to do. Like, she's a performer. She's there to work. She's there to sing for you. Like, she's not there to just be like, oh, I'm here to get this money and go. You know what I'm saying? Like, she knows what comes with that territory, which is why I feel like, yes, celebrities can have boundaries, but you can't be doing things out here and expecting people just to not say anything. Like, if you're posting, you're out here like, oh, I'm buying this and I'm flexing, then I mean, you're gonna get like that. Either people want more of you or more access to you, or you could literally just only post your work. You could only post, when you have a single or you have something coming out, and then that way is an even exchange. You know what I'm saying?
But you could, if it was just for the love of art, you could do the art and not seek the fame. Every time you take an interview, every time you do all of this shit, it's to get to a larger audience. And I think that's what celebrities are seeming to lose sight of. These people pay your bills.
Yeah, because I don't think it's really about the audience anymore. I think it's about the money.
Yeah.
It's just like, obviously, like, a bigger audience means more money, but it's not really about the audience. It's just about the more money. Like, they don't really care about catering to that audience.
And to me, to bring it back full circle, why would Omarion talk to the people who pay his bills that way?
Yeah, him and Busta Rhymes did that shit too. But he really was disrespectful.
Busta or Omarion?
Huh?
Which one?
Both of them, really. But I'm speaking on Omarion because that's,
And he went to Greensboro and did it the following night.
He did it to them too?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And it's like, y'all are treating these people like they're disposable, when really, imagine if the rest of us applied for a job, wanted it, and then got it and resented our boss for asking us to do our fucking job.
Right, like what?
It doesn't make sense. And like, obviously I'm not talking about in the context of harassment, but I think you're losing sight of the thing. The audience is the point. And I was talking earlier to some folks on TikTok Live, and they were younger than me. And I was saying, what y'all don't get is, like, even watching award shows, somebody would win an award and they would go up there and say, I'd like to thank God, my family, and who else?
My fans.
My fans. Do they say that shit anymore?
They don't say shit about the fans.
Fuck the fans. And if the fans said, you know what, I'm not paying for this, because I think that when we lost, and I'm going to date myself, when we lost like fan clubs and street teams and shit, I think that the celebrities lost sight of like the direct footwork that fans do for them, right? So they're thinking, okay, well, I'm going to be in this commercial. You're in this commercial, and technically, let's say CeraVe, whatever. CeraVe is paying you, but they're not paying you just because. They're paying you because they know that these people who fuck with you are going to go buy CeraVe because you're in this commercial. You're still getting paid for the audience. And so to me, because someone did come on live and they're like, yeah, but if they're trying to eat their dinner, why interrupt them? They could eat their dinner any fucking where. They could eat their dinner anywhere. They have access to a lot of places. And that's not to say, oh, you can't eat dinner in public or your favorite places anymore. But you should expect that if you're in the public is going to be there.
Right.
And if you are trying to, amass a large fan base that consists of the public, what the fuck did you expect? And again, to these people, This is a once in a lifetime situation.
Exactly.
If they do not come up to you, which they understand, I think on some degree, like they're trying to eat their food. But if they don't fucking come up to you and ask you for a picture, when are they supposed to do it?
Right. They may never
When
see
they have
you
to
again.
pay?
Right. And then you still got an attitude that you gotta take a picture and they done paid.
And you're fucking fleecing people, to be quite frank, as like a meet and greet girl myself. Y'all are taking over $100 for a fucking 30 seconds in a picture now.
Yeah.
And it did not used to be like that.
Right.
Like, yeah, it used to be short, but not like the shit y'all are doing. Like, say cheese and move the fuck on. You cannot charge people to that degree for that shit. That is fucked up. And you're taking their money in mass and expecting them to expect nothing of you other than the art. And I also was saying that, like, because people are like, well, maybe, you know, they expect you to pay for the art and that's it. No, because if you wanted me to pay for the art and that's it, and now right now I'm talking in the context of musicians, you would be fine with streaming. But is streaming paying you? No. Y'all get paid off touring. And that's you thinking that I give a fuck enough that you're in town to go see you live. And that's where you need that level of investment from people. And you can't say, I want you invested when it's to come out your wallet, but if you see me in person, shut the fuck up.
It just don't make sense.
And while I think celebrities should be able to, you know, share their boundaries, and I think Chappell Roan had like a good level of nuance where it's like, I'm getting famous later in life. I do remember what it was like to be like, can I please have a picture? It's just startling to me.
Yeah.
But I also think that, like, with articles in Dazed and other places about how celebrities can get up here and basically say, what the fuck, leave me the fuck alone. You don't get to do that because then stay out the way.
I definitely think it's fucked up, like how they be treating people. And I feel like they pay more attention to the negative people, or like even in this case with Omarion, why are you paying attention to the people that sit down? Like, go and pay attention to the people that's actually standing up and get, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like they just
jump your ass in the crowd.
Yeah, like, that's what you as a performer, you're supposed to know how to get people up. Like, outside of telling them to get the fuck up. Like, that's not, I'm pretty sure that's not how you're supposed to do it. Like, I'm pretty sure you're supposed to, like, be engaging in some kind of way and do it naturally. But I just don't see how you telling me to get the fuck up is going to make me want to even be there after that.
And that wasn't even like a, come on, get up.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be, it was get the fuck up.
Yeah.
And who the fuck are you talking to like that?
Yeah. I was like,
And you know what I said to that? I'm glad I didn't spend my fucking money on that.
Yeah. When they announced the shit, I was like,
again,
who the fuck is going to this?
And I just, you know, that's also why, and I didn't want to reveal, let me stay focused, I picked the lyric I picked. Because Chubb Rock said eons ago, yo, these people, we would be fucking homeless and naked without them. Take the fucking pen out. Take the fucking picture with the kids. What the fuck is the issue? Right. Sign the autograph.
Like, if you don't like your job, get a new job. That's how I see it. That's like you said, me having a regular job and my boss trying to tell me to do my job, and I'm like, I don't want to do this. It's literally my job. You know what I'm saying? You can feel how you want to feel, but you have to do it. Signing autographs, taking pictures, speaking to people is a part of your job.
And it's not even just with the fans. It's the public in general. Like, you don't get that these people showing up to meet you is inconveniencing the public. Like, I don't even want to bring her up because I get why she did it, but I found myself thinking about, do you remember when Blue Ivy was born and they shut down either the floor or the whole hospital for that? And it's like, okay, so if somebody nearby gets an injury,
they gotta divert them somewhere else.
They gotta divert them.
Yeah.
And you know what? That one I get. But I also don't get it in terms of, like, what if when you go and close down a restaurant, and I'm not just talking about Beyonce, but anybody, any celebrity, when you go and shut down, when you do that, you don't know if somebody has a birthday reservation on the list and all of this other shit. So if you want this fucking special consideration, we got put out of a section for Jacquees once. And we paid for that.
I literally seen somebody get put out of a section for Nene Leakes,
and I paid for them.
And she didn't want to take no pictures with nobody. So
y'all are inconveniencing people who are not even your fans. You get special treatment. I just don't think it's that ridiculous to want to take a fucking picture. And I understand that any celebrity watching this is gonna think that this is callous. But I think that the reality of the situation is people have less and less fucking money, and y'all want more and more fucking money for what you do.
Yeah, and want to do less and less.
You can't have it both ways. You can't, because there are people who are releasing music right now for the sake of loving music. There are people who are like independently producing short films for the love of film, you know? And they don't expect shit from people because all they really want is for people to consume the art. Right. You're not doing that. When y'all go places and do these interviews and do these photo shoots and stay up all motherfucking night and go to the Breakfast Club and do this, that, and the third is to get your name even further out there. At some point, if you didn't want to be that famous, there's plenty of motherfuckers who have stepped the fuck out the spotlight.
Exactly.
They come, they do their shit, they leave. Jim Carrey's one of them.
There's plenty of celebrities that don't be out there like that. So you, like you said, if that's something that you like, I just want people to consume my art, and I don't really want to have the spotlight, then that's what you would do.
But then you get in the fucking interviews and say, if I could just touch one person, the one person show up, you mad as fuck. Because you're trying to eat your Alfredo.
And you don't want them to touch you.
I can't take it. And even this is my last point with the media. Y'all know that that's supposed to be like an even exchange. Even y'all are getting a little bit bothersome to me with that, because the journalists have a job to do, right? And it's to get you, usually, like, let's say Good Morning America. People go on Good Morning America when they're in some deep shit, right? You cannot go to Good Morning America knowing that these people are interviewing you because you're in the midst of controversy. And what's going to get people to watch that interview is you addressing the controversy directly.
And be like, I don't want to answer questions.
I don't want to answer that fucking question. The journalist is here to do a job, and you're here to use their platform.
Like, why are you
have to meet them halfway.
I never understood that shit either. Like, don't ask me. Like, what? Okay, don't come.
You want to throw a chair out the window of Good Morning America because they asked you about some shit that you knew they were gonna fucking ask you about.
That's the shit. I hate that shit too, for real. That's really one of the top things I hate when celebrities do. Like, don't ask me about it. Like, nigga, what?
And it's not fair to the journalists.
I would just be like, okay, well, our interview ends here.
I'm not gonna say go buy your album. I'm not gonna do none of that shit. Like, y'all, celebrity is a hard job. I'm not negating that.
Yeah.
But I'm saying it's a hard job.
But you knew that.
You have to do the hard part.
You have to know that when you're getting into, like, there's no way you become a celebrity and you don't know that it comes with fans, rumors, scandals. That's a part of the job. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I do understand celebrities are human. Like you said, like, their feelings about the shit, I'm not saying they're not valid, but you just got to find a better way to deal with it.
And you wanted your name in lights because there are people who did not want their name in lights. Sia, Daft Punk,
Shae.
They said Dolly Parton is really a brunette. And so she's able to, like, go out without that on. And rest in peace to Carl, man. That's terrible. But there's people who have made precautions. You wanted your name in lights. You wanted your name out there. You wanted to walk into the Walmart and everybody flipped the fuck out. And now they're flipping the fuck out and you're mad at the Walmart. You can't have it both ways. And I think that Faustian bargain was the perfect way to describe that. And I'm really frustrated because we saw a different time where people really did appreciate, like, yo, you pay for my shit. Let me do the right thing. And now it's just like, and what they're charging these kids for these tickets to anything, concert tickets used to be $20.
Yeah, they used to be cheap, $20, $40. Shit, maybe $60 at the most, but yeah. Concert tickets is like in the hundreds now, and I just feel like you don't need to be worried about me sitting down. You need to be worried about the moves, them steps you need to do on that stage. And you shouldn't even be seeing me for real. Like,
and even with Bad Bunny, like, I love him. How are you going to throw somebody's phone? Because to you is fuck it, I could pay for it. You don't know what they have on their phone that is of value to you. And most times people are filming you because they like you.
Right.
And you don't care the impact that has, that one of your huge fans, like, you threw and smashed their phone. I don't.
That's why I'm like, low key, I'm kind of glad I ain't met really any celebrities for real, because I would be pissed if I meet one that I really like and then they're just like an asshole to me. Like, I would probably be like, I would feel that for the rest of my life. So I think they do need to be more mindful of, like, how they act towards the public and towards their fans. And just they need to be grateful that people is even spending their money on them, because it's not easy out here right now. Like, niggas spend their hard-earned money on a fucking Millennium tour.
And them tickets ain't cheap.
And them tickets was not cheap. And them niggas is washed. So really, they should have been fucking throwing flowers in the fucking audience. Mm-hmm. They should have been praising the fans that was there, because without them, y'all niggas would be on fucking Instagram and TikTok trying to do battles and shit.
Yeah, and then when they don't pay you no fucking mind, you want to do weird shit to get their attention.
Right.
And
So
I'll put a lid on it with this, like a positive story, because I know we're running out of time. But I'll never forget my 18th birthday. So this was 10 years ago. Kyle, who was my favorite rapper in the world at the time, I love me some Kyle, was coming to Boston as like an opener. And I went to the show, and the meet and greet was free, because he was trying to get his name out there. He was very West Coast. So I had my friends sign up, and we went, and they were like, it's her birthday. And he was like, it's your birthday? And I was like, yeah, like today. He sang, he was talking to us for a while. He sang me happy birthday. And he was like, we got to do something for you. And, you know, people say that shit. I don't think nothing of it. So obviously we got the meet and greet, and we went in. So we're like in the front row type deal. And I'm talking to my friends behind me because nobody's on stage yet. And I feel someone tap my shoulder, and I turn around, and it's a man with a cupcake. I swear.
sweet.
And I said, what's this? And he said, it's your birthday, right? And I said, yeah. He said, Kyle says happy birthday. And I'll never forget that shit for the rest of my fucking life. And what did it take but a cupcake? And I'm not saying you have to go the extra mile for everybody, but that was when he was on the come up, and he knew that it was important to be kind to people, right? And then 2 weeks ago, Kyle's on live because one of his songs is trending. And people are like, oh, y'all like this song, you should listen to this. And I just happened to comment like Someone Too, which is the name of like one of his first songs. He was like, did that say Someone Too? Scroll back up and say, oh shit, I gotta follow you. Follow me on TikTok.
That's fire.
Like
he's still genuine. You know what I'm saying? He's still like humble.
And those are the stories you want people to
remember.
tell about you.
Yeah. You don't want people to be online talking about, oh, I met this. It was a TikTok, and the girl wouldn't say who the celebrity was, but she was basically saying like this celebrity comes into their coffee shop every day, and she gets the same order. But on this particular day, the person who normally takes the order wasn't there. Mm-hmm. And so she was trying to get the celebrity's order, and she was just like, I come here every day, you know, real bitchy about it. And she was just like, okay, but I don't know your order, you know?
Yeah.
And basically just gave them a hard time. And it was just like, why the fuck do y'all be acting like that? Like,
you bitches are not Mariah Carey. Mariah Carey is the only person who can do that.
And she don't even, Mariah Carey, I don't feel like she inconveniences people, you know,
no,
like.
Not at all. But if she did,
not
I
intentionally.
Would be like, that's my bitch, and I'm gonna stand beside her.
Yeah, y'all need to get y'all shit together, celebrities.
Yeah, I hate to sound like a boomer, like it's your fucking job, but some of this is your fucking job.
Cause we get famous. Hey, we gonna take all the pictures.
Yeah,
we gonna sign the autographs, you know. And if we not up to it, then we're just not gonna do it.
Right.
I feel like it's that simple.
Because there are ways, you know, they'll send the security or like, I'm not in the mood for this. So when they walk out, the security will be the asshole so that the fans are not upset by the person they came to see. And people just, it's a lost art form. Yeah. Whatever. That's my topic. It was a little bit of a rant.
It was good, though. That was good. I like that. Next, we have advice from the internet. And honestly, I forgot what it was, as I usually do.
Might be a celebrity.
Right. I don't know. I got 2 links here. Let me see.
What we got going on?
Oh, I do remember.
Oh, we on fire. And what's the yawn count at this episode? 0?
Man, you got to watch what you say when you say it. Because this is what I'm saying. Because you don't know who speaks Spanish.
I'm Cuban. I'm Cuban. And when you're talking about black people, you're talking about me too.
Okay, but I'm just saying, you need to watch what you say. Okay, I'm just letting you know, though. When you talk about people, especially black people, man, watch what you're saying.
And yeah, I feel like that's a word of advice for y'all who be speaking, you know, other languages, which is fine, but you need to watch what the fuck you say, because you never know who knows that language and if they're listening. Y'all be assuming just because people black, they don't know nothing else but English, and a lot of times that's not the case. Yeah. Like, it'd be the person that'll surprise you the most that know what the fuck you saying.
And opposite too. Don't think because someone's speaking another language that they don't speak English.
Yeah, that too.
Because we be getting put in a bind.
Yeah.
So.
And even like you might not even speak the language, but like my mom recently said she wanted to get I forget what it was, but some kind of gadget that translates for you. And I was just like, just use Google Translate. But she was basically saying it's like she wanted to be more like instant. Because you know, one of her jobs that she works at, you know, people of all ethnicities come in there, and you know, they be speaking different languages and stuff, and she wants to be able to, you know, understand what they're saying. But yeah, I just say all that to say, like, watch what the fuck y'all be saying.
Yeah, don't talk shit. You never know who's listening.
Yeah, and that's it.
For real.
That guy, actually, he does have a name.
He was on the news.
He was on the news.
So it's not on the team.
That's us.
That is us, but this is him.
You know, fight with the chick her to watch what you say, because you never know who understand you. So you see me as a black person, but you don't know my roots. You know.
But his name is Dion Chico Young. And this happened in Houston.
I love that.
And you especially got to expect people who live in like spaces where there's a lot of like Hispanic people, or like, you know, like Miami, Houston, Cali. Like there's going to be black people that know Spanish.
Yeah.
Because they're around, you know, they're either, you know, some type of Hispanic. I don't know if that's the correct way to say it, but, you know, they either have it in their blood or they're around these people. So they pick up the language. And you just never know.
Yeah, I used to have a friend that's from, I believe, one of the first or only countries in Africa where Spanish is the native tongue there. Well, now. So you don't fucking know. And you should be careful.
Yeah.
You never know who's listening.
Well,
this has been another episode of Let Me Stay Focused, the podcast. Don't be a hating ass bitch. During the break, you know, take your pen out, sign the autograph, take a picture.
yeah.
And we'll see you in the next one.
Peace.
Bye. Another episode of Let Me Stay Focused. Don't be a hating ass bitch during the break.
Peace.